There comes a time in every life when a voice, a thought, or a single idea begins to stir something deep inside. Not noise, not hype, but a truth you've always known, waiting to be remembered. Today, we explore one of those truths through the timeless message of Bob Proctor, a man who taught the world how to think, how to believe, and how to create. Have you ever felt like you were doing everything right, yet money never seemed to flow into your life? You work hard, you push through, you chase stability, but deep down, something feels off. Like you're paddling upstream while others seem to float effortlessly. What if there really is a stream of wealth, a current flowing through life, and all it takes is knowing which direction to swim? Bob Proctor, a global teacher of prosperity and personal growth, spent over 40 years unraveling this mystery, and today we bring his message to light, not in his voice, but in the spirit of what he taught the world. The secret most people never learn. Millions have seen the secret. It awakened hearts across the globe, but it was only the beginning. What most people don't realize is that earning money, real, lasting, abundant wealth is something we're never taught, not in school, not from family, not from the society that trains us to survive, but rarely to thrive. We learn how to work, but not how to earn, and that distinction makes all the difference. The river of thought upstream or downstream. Bob often shared a powerful image, one inspired by Napoleon Hill. There exists an unseen stream of power, like a river. One side carries people upward, toward wealth. The other drags them down, toward poverty and misery. So, what decides where you drift? Your thoughts, your emotions, your belief system. Positive thought is like a sail catching the wind of that upward stream. Negative thought, it's like an anchor pulling you under. This stream, this invisible current, is always moving. The question is, which side are you on? From $4,000 a year to millions. Bob didn't grow up rich. He didn't come from wealth or privilege. In fact, he didn't even finish high school. At 26 years old, he was earning just $4,000 a year. No formal education, no direction, but then he picked up a single book and it shifted everything. He applied the ideas. He believed in the process. And soon after, his income soared to $175,000, and later, millions. What changed? His understanding of money, and more importantly, his understanding of himself. The magic case, more than just a program. One of Bob's greatest contributions was the science of getting rich. Program, a comprehensive system inspired by Wallace Wattles' timeless book. It wasn't just audio. It wasn't just lessons. It was a roadmap, a complete rewire of how you think about wealth. It taught that money is not something to chase. It's something you attract by aligning your thoughts with abundance. He called it the magic case, because inside it lives the essence of 4 decades of success and study. Not just his success, but the success of thousands across the world who dared to think differently. The real purpose of money, some people say, money's not that important. Bob disagreed, not because money buys happiness, but because money buys choices. It buys freedom. He explained it like this: money serves 2 purposes. 1, to make you comfortable, so that your mind becomes more creative. 2, to extend your impact far beyond your physical presence. Think about that. Money is not the goal. It's a tool, a magnifier of the good you can do. The truth about wealth and intelligentsia is something shocking. 1% of the population earns 96% of all the money, but it's not because they're smarter. In fact, some of the wealthiest people in the world can't even read or write fluently, and some of the most educated minds are flat broke. Why? Because wealth has nothing to do with intelligence, and everything to do with mindset, understanding, and repetition. Work for satisfaction, not for survival. Most people work to earn money. But Bob flipped that model upside down. We should work for satisfaction and earn money through service. You don't need to grind endlessly. You don't need to trade time for dollars forever. You need to think and learn how to build multiple sources of income that flows even while you sleep. That's not just a nice quote. That's a principle, a truth, a strategy the wealthy live by. Fix it or pass it on. There's a powerful line Bob often shared. What you don't fix, your children will inherit. Let that settle in. This isn't just about getting rich. It's about breaking generational cycles. It's about building a legacy that lifts others, not just yourself. A final invitations, so ask yourself honestly, where are you going? What are you doing? What do you want to change? Because once you understand how money really works, how you work, you can change everything. This message wasn't just Bob's story, it was his life's work. Now, it can be your awakening. If even a part of you believes there's more to life than just working to survive, then follow that curiosity. Learn the science of getting rich. Swim with the current, not against it. Because once you change your income, you change your entire life. The greatest investment you'll ever make is the one you make in your own mind. You're not here by accident. This moment, this message is part of your path. Now the question is, will you listen to the whisper inside you, or will you ignore it one more day? If this message sparked something in you, hold on to it, study it, share it, and above all, act on it. Thank you for being here.